Hi and welcome. Today we want to see if you have data in MS Excel table, like what you can see here. This is just a table with information about products, and each product has an ID, it has a description and the quantity we have in store and the unit price of each. For example, I want to calculate the amount of sales I will receive when I sell each of these. Then it might be difficult to do calculation here in this table. It is not like in Excel where you can just multiply things easily, but in MS Access, the table is not used for calculation. Instead, you will create a query and you'll be able to manipulate that query to do whatever you want on the data. So here, you can see I have a table. I'm going ahead and creating a query to show all this information from this products table so that I will be able to manipulate the information the way I want. So to do query, I will just click create, then choose query design here. Then I will go ahead and add my table and close this box. And you can see this box is showing all the columns from the products table. I will double click each of them. So that I add them to my query. Right here you can see I have added all the columns from the products table. I will click design here and click run. So when it runs, it shows everything from the products table. Now from the query here is where you are free to do calculations the way you want. For example, I will go ahead and first save this query and just call it calculations Q and click OK. So you can see I have a products table and I have calculations query here, and the content of the calculations query is similar to what is in the table because it is just reading from the table. So I will go ahead and switch to the design here. Just right click and choose design. Now I want to take quantity multiplied by unit price. So I will come to the next empty columns. You can see you have field here. I will zoom, right click and just choose zoom to get a bigger box. Now I want to do something here. What I want is, I want to give this column a new column which will show me the result of taking quantity multiplied by unit price and name. So I will write the name, maybe sales. Then I have to put the colon to separate the name from the calculations. So I will go ahead and pick the name of this column, and here you don't type with any spelling mistakes. Then I will put space, then star for multiplication, and I will multiply it with this other name. But you can see this column's name has two words separated by a space. In that case, I cannot type it directly like the way I typed quantity. So I will have to put square brackets like that. Then write the name unit price, no spelling mistake. Then I have to close it with a bracket like this. So in case there is no space between the names, you can just type one name directly like that. If there is a space, you have to put it in square bracket. So I will click OK. Now you can see it has created a new column. So when I come to design and run it, you can see it is correct. 6 times 100, you get 600. That is how simple it is to do calculations in query. Now, assuming I want to add all these cells so that I have total cells in the query, it might not be possible. So I will be forced now to put this information in my report. So I will go ahead and close this query and save it. Then I will go and create a report. Now I will come to the easiest way to create a report. You can just open the query. Once it is open like this, you just come to create and you just click this report icon. Yeah, now you can see the information now has been copied from this query to my report. I will go ahead and close this query. Now in the report, you are still free to play around with it. I can even write here estimated cells. I will go ahead and stretch some of these things and put them in proper order, like this. Put everything in proper order. These headings, I can go ahead and make them bold. I can just press control down and click these headers and go to home and make them bold. I can even change the color from gray to black here. As simple as that. That is the beauty of the report. I will go ahead and center this information so that everything is at the center. Go to home and probably do one by one. Home, and I just center this. Here I can just click and go back and also center that information. Now it is great. So finally, what we want is to add the total of these cells. So I will just click these figures, or just click this column, and I will just choose in the design here. I will go ahead and choose total. And there are so many functions. I will choose here sum. Automatically you can see it has added for me the three figures. So the beauty of this is, as you will be adding more items in the table, this total will be updated automatically. So you can even go ahead and decorate that total with the bold and maybe give it a different color to make it distinct. So I will go ahead and even put a label in front of it here and write maybe total cells, and go back and even center this and give it a color, maybe just black. Okay, so let us save this and call it report. Now I will go ahead and show you how I can add one more item. Then this total will be updated and the cells will be calculated automatically. For the updates to be seen, the report must be closed and opened. So let me close that, go back to my products table, add one extra item. It could be bottle of soda, and maybe acquired 15 of them. Each will be sold at 80 bucks. Now I will go ahead and close my table, and when I open my report, you can see the bottle of soda is automatically updated, and the sale is calculated automatically, and even the total at the bottom has been updated. That is how simple it is to handle calculations from the information which is in the table. You have to create a query to do the manipulation, and you also create a report to complete some of the calculations you want to do.